In 1916, director Stuart Patton gave us his version of Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. The film was extraordinarily expensive for the time, costing over $200,000, equal to about $5 million today. That money paid for special effects, location photography, large sets, exotic costumes, sailing ships, and a full-size mock-up of a submarine. A year earlier, A Birth of a Nation had shown that spectacle sells, and Patton was about to put this lesson into action, with explosions, sea monsters, and the first footage filmed underwater. The film also takes inspiration from A Birth of a Nation by combining multiple narratives into one. You have the story of Professor Aronnax and his daughter, who are out at sea investigating reports of a monster that has been attacking and sinking ships. That monster transpires to be Captain Nemo's submarine, the Nautilus. We're told of an unavenged wrong in Nemo's past. It's eventually revealed that the captain was once Prince Dakur of India. For the past 12 years he's been seeking revenge against the man that caused the death of his wife and kidnapped his daughter. There is the story of 4 Union soldiers who find themselves stranded on a mysterious island where they find a child of nature, a young woman living alone in the jungle. And finally there is the story of Charles Denver, a former Indian colony officer. Through flashback we're told that he once tried to force himself on an Indian princess who took her own life rather than submit to him. He took the princess's daughter and stranded her on an island. Haunted by his dreams and the ghost of the princess, he travels back to the island to find the girl he abandoned. At the film's climax, Captain Nemo attacks Charles Denver's yacht. He saves his daughter, along with some Union soldiers. Reunited with his daughter, he is overcome with emotion and dies. The Nautilus is set to drift forever at the bottom of the ocean. There are several reasons why this film is notable, but the most impressive is the use of spectacular underwater footage made possible by John Ernest Williamson. Williamson invented a device called the photosphere, a chamber attached to a tube of iron rings that is lowered to the depth of the ocean. This allowed for the very first underwater photography. The underwater footage amazed audiences, giving them a glimpse into an alien world that they had never seen. And although there are shots like these, where divers walk along the ocean floor, that are both beautiful and fantastic, the big payoff, where Captain Nemo saves a pearl diver from a sea monster, hasn't aged quite so well. Captain Nemo's true identity is revealed to us via flashback, a technique invented by W.D. Griffith a year earlier. Instead of simply using a jump cut or a tint to let the audience know that this is taking place at a different time, as Griffith did, Patton fades into a shot of curtains that part to reveal the action. This is an interesting take on a relatively new technique, a way of visually communicating with the audience that what's happening on screen is taking place in a different environment and a different time to the rest of the story. Although the film is largely forgotten, and it will never be held in the same regard as films like Birth of a Nation, it makes great use of early film grammar, communicating the information visually with the audience and building on the groundwork laid by D.W. Griffith. It makes great use of some early special effects and received extremely positive reviews, praising it for its amazing underwater footage and exciting narrative. Sadly, the film was just far too expensive to produce, and it couldn't recoup its costs. The film stands as a testament to the melding of technology and filmmaking, and to directors going to extreme lengths to get their shot. It might also be Hollywood's first big-budget flop. Thanks for watching. Please comment to let me know your thoughts on the film, and subscribe so that we can travel through the next 100 years of film together.